What's up, my good peoples? We are back Tuesday night. We don't have the NBA Finals to compete against tonight, so we back on our regular day. Got a locked and loaded show for y'all. MLB All-Star game going on right now. We had a home run derby last night. Oh, Mr. Stephen Aiden got himself in some trouble. Plus, Shohei Ohtani needs to speak English. Stephen A says, and Pete Alonso got a that brother got a spinning chain I want to talk about. So we got all that to talk about and more. Let's lock and load, get right into it, people. Let's go.
We lock and load, Allen Powers. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. We lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. We lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. We lock and load. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. We lock and load. Come on.
Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show Tuesday night. Got a locked and loaded show for y'all, man. This brother that I got coming on, man, he was so fire last week. I immediately hit him back and said, man, you got to come back, brother. You was lighting firecrackers. So, Mr. Amaru, I call him Eugene. Thanks for coming back, brother. What's going on? Holding us down in Milwaukee. What's up, my brother?
Man, M80 is here. Firecracking is here. How you doing, brother? Ready to get locked and loaded, man.
You was dropping some gems, connecting some dots. Matter of fact, and I ain't get a chance to holler at my man, Mr. Gaines, about that too. So with all that being said, we got some West Coast flavor in the building. My brother, Mr. Gaines, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, I'm from the G, bro. I live out west, bro. I'm from the G. Yeah. I ain't never stop rapping, bro. I'm still 219, fam.
I like that, but you are on the West Coast. You ain't getting
I feel you, bro. West Coast flavor.
Yeah, talking all that 219 with the LA hat on.
Say, how you gonna holler all that? Then you got the LA hat on. Come on, man.
Hey, man, you know you from the G, you gotta rep the G first. You gotta rep the G first, man. You can't go nowhere and be acting like you from Chicago, and you know how fake niggas be, man. I'm from you from the G. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
Hey, we got some stuff to discuss. Alan, I didn't get a chance to talk to you about the whole Rachel Nichols situation. I definitely want to get your take about that, even though we talked about it last week. But we got to jump it off. Let's lock and load, man. Eugene, man, you sent me. I was out of the loop. And you told me about old Stephen A. I had to hurry up and go check it out. The brother then got into some trouble talking about Shohei Ohtani, the Japanese baseball star. Who's the best player in the game right now, leading the league in home runs, and he's a dominant pitcher. So he made some comments that got him in trouble, and I'm going to play a couple of videos so just in case y'all didn't see it. But I want to give y'all a example of what Stephen A. was talking about, because I actually understand where he's coming from a little bit, but he can't say the stuff that he said in today's age. So with that being said, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to give y'all an example of what Stephen A. is talking about. Shohei Ohtani is considered right now the best player in the game right now. He's a dual threat where he plays. He's a pitcher and a power hitter, leading the league in home runs. And so I just want to show y'all what he's talking about, and then y'all tell me is Stephen A. wrong or not. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is a post-game interview that he's doing after the home run derby.
Yeah, the last 30 seconds of both the first round and the tiebreaker, it was really exhausting. Gassed.
とにかく寝て明日に備えたいなと思います。
Just gotta get a lot of sleep, as much sleep as I can. That's all I can do.
ハイライトもやっぱり打ってる時じゃないかなと思うんですけど、いろんな人のいろんな話聞いていろんな人に会ってすごい刺激的な一日だなと思います。
The big highlights probably the derby itself when I was hitting. But it was a good experience. I got to meet a lot of new people. Got to hear a lot of different stories, and it was good.
So as y'all can see, just a quick video. Y'all can see he has an interpreter relaying everything he's got to say, and Stephen A. basically, I'm gonna play his video. He basically saying as the best player in the league, he wants him to speak English. It will resonate more if he spoke English as being the best player in the league. So I'm going to get that video just to show you what he's talking about. Here we go.
National sport itself in terms of participation. But when you talk about an audience gravitating to the tube or to the ballpark to actually watch you, okay? I don't think it helps that the number one face is.
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I gotta. I'm gonna have to play it.
Understand what the hell he's saying.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Country and
you say y'all can hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Itself in terms.
Okay. Y'all heard it. Did the whole video play?
No, it
Well,
cut
no,
off
you stopped
a little bit. Yeah. I think you stopped it.
Okay. But from what you heard, he got in trouble for it. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna let Alan, because go ahead.
All right, man. Well, we should have got in trouble for talking about Devin Booker is the next Kobe Bryant. So that's what we should have got in trouble for. Because I mean, I've never heard anybody put Devin Booker in the same category as Michael Jordan. So how is it that Devin Booker is the next Kobe Bryant when Kobe was the next Mike? But yeah, man, Stephen A. I understand what he does. I understand what he attempts to do, but sometimes like this, he goes on and steps out of his lane, man. You know what I mean? He's not a baseball guy, never been, don't understand the sport, which is obvious. Even when he talks football, a lot of times he don't know what he's talking about. And when he gets in a lane that he's not familiar with, he tends to, be more dramatic than he normally is and gets more preposterous with his voice and what he's saying. And then it's evident like this, he's backfired. Who cares if you can't understand what the brother's saying? If the brother's out there hitting home runs and striking people out, which Shohei Ohtani's doing out here in California, they're going crazy about it. You don't need, if you're the face of baseball, you don't have to be able to talk to the people to be the face. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Manziel was the face of college football his freshman year, and he couldn't talk to the press because it was against Texas A&M's policy to allow freshmen to talk. Now, when he gave him a mic, we saw that he was Johnny Manziel, and the rest is history. But you can be the face without being a person that can talk and transmute and translate your ideas and communicate your ideas to somebody else, because it's sport, it's performance based.
Eugene, you told me about it, man. You said it's crazy out here. I want to address that comment too. You said it's crazy out here, but what was your thoughts about the comments?
Well, like Alan said, like we know what Stephen A. is. We know what he represents. But then you got to look at it from this aspect. They're a Disney company, right? And so you would think he would have enough sense and enough awareness that, and then especially, a sense and awareness that he knows what he's saying, but especially with him being the token African-American person for that company, right? He's the one that's running around with the flag, right? I'm the guy. He's the one planting the flags everywhere. But it's just, that was really mind-boggling to me, because I recall, and this may be a bad comparison, 2005, 2006, when Yao Ming came to the NBA, he was one of the faces of the league.
Right.
He had an interpreter.
Right.
And I'm just, when I heard that, I was just like, and then, so this was back then. Right. Mm-hmm. This is like 16 years later, and you're on TV saying these things, and especially with the culture we're in.
Yeah.
And then think about it. They just passed the Asian hate bill.
Right.
So you think about the avalanche you caused.
But you know what happened? You know what happened when you in so much of entertainment mode and you wanna entertain so much, man. You just go off the cusp. You don't think, oh my goodness, I might not should be saying this. I just want to entertain. I want to make this hot take. Let me get this hot take out there and spew off some stuff, and then you mess around and got in trouble. And it's ridiculous, because look, Ichiro had an interpreter, and what if you get sent to another country and you expected to speak another language like that too? You the number one NBA guy, number one basketball guy. So we're gonna send you over here because you're the number one NBA guy, but you can't speak this language. How would you feel if they say, oh man, you would really gravitate to our community if you spoke this language? Like, bro, he wouldn't like that. He wouldn't like it.
Exactly. And Dwayne Wade has his shoe line based out of some Asian country. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak wrong, Japan or China or whatever. But Kobe was big over there. I seen Steph Curry go. Like everybody goes to Asia, you know, for lack of a better, you know, we'll just group it all together. But they go over there and I don't see them learning Chinese or Japanese to communicate. They just show up. You know what I mean? I was watching the show on LeBron's son, the little Sierra Canyon show. They went over there. You know, they had a packed stadium. So basketball, sport, football, baseball, whatever, you can go to another country. It's a global sport, and you don't have to know how to speak their language in order to be the face of a sport.
Right. So of course, you know, after he got in trouble, you know, the people upstairs, or he said himself that it was on him, that he did this on his own. But you know, we got the apology. So here's the apology from Stephen A. And I definitely got some stuff to say about his apology because it was Stephen A. entertaining again. So here we go.
Stephen A., I know you want to address your comments on Shohei Ohtani on yesterday's show.
Well, it's necessary. First of all, I'm a little under the weather today, so forgive me if I sound a little strange or whatever. I don't have the Rona.
Well, you've been on like 8 planes.
But I do have a scratchy throat and a runny nose. And I'm glad Jeff Passan is going to be on the show. Let me be very clear. Could y'all put the camera on me, please? I don't need press releases. I don't need statements from the company. I don't need all of this other stuff. Let me be the first to stand up and say that I want to express my sincere apologies to the Asian community and the Asian American community. I am a Black man. I religiously go off about minorities being marginalized in this nation. I instantly go off, repeatedly bring up the fact that if you are a member of a community that feels disenfranchised in any way, that's something that we need to battle, that we need to fend off to the best of our ability as a nation. These are the kind of things that I bring up. And the reason why I bring up my Blackness is because of this. On many occasions, what I have said, when people have said something that is offensive in any way to the minority community, it's not about how you feel. It's about how they feel. And the reality of the situation is that you have Asians and Asian Americans out there that obviously were very, very offended by what I had to say yesterday. And I just want to look into the camera and extend my sincere apologies. That was not my intent at all, but I'm not going to get into all of that because I do understand that a lot of racists out there are quick to say that was not my intent. That's not where I'm going here. I was wrong, period. There's no excuse. This is not ESPN. This is not Disney. For a lot of people out there going off about Disney and ESPN. No, this was me. Wasn't Max, wasn't Molly, wasn't the producers on First Take.
All right, that's enough. I can't even take no more myself.
I said it. And the reality is that I was completely clear.
Let me just stop it because you know he get into wrestling mode, and you know I can't take it. He was in wrestling mode from the beginning. But B. Lee, you just joined the show. I don't know if you know what happened.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, I do.
You say you do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Mark commented, said what did he say in the first place? So I didn't get it. I'm playing one more time just for the people.
Participation. But when you talk about an audience gravitating to the tube or to the ballpark to actually watch you, okay? I don't think it helps that the number one face is a dude that needs an interpreter so you can understand what the hell he's saying in this country. And that's what I'm trying to say. You know.
All right. So there you go. He basically said, as the face of the league, you need to speak English.
Welcome, Stephen A. Into your sphere.
And
because you, like Mike Ryan,
so,
Mr. Gotts were saying, more mainstream eyes.
D-Lee,
get more people involved.
What was your thoughts?
It's wonderful.
Well, I could understand what he's trying to say. He just didn't say it right, basically. He was just trying to say how baseball is the American sport, apparently. And if it's a person who doesn't speak English, he thinks that's going to harm the sport.
What do you think about the apology?
it's a weak apology. He didn't even need me to give one. He's just running around in circles. He just should have just stood by what he said. And if he wanted to explain more what he was saying, he could have did that. But that apology was weak and wasn't needed.
All I'm saying is, hey man, then he jumped out there. My throat's a little scratchy. I don't got the Rona. Like, bro, get to the point, man. We don't need all this theatrics and all this jobbing, man. Eugene, go ahead, bro.
Woo, man, there's so much stuff there. First of all, man, okay, check it out. If you watch the whole apology, my man apologized for almost 4 minutes and 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then you see Molly and Max on the back end. They didn't want no parts of it. Now let's slow down for a minute. Let's talk about this. Remember when my man apologized? Rachel Nichols apologized the other day. She gave like a 45-second apology, and then the two black dudes behind her kept it going for like a minute or 2 minutes. So it's just the optics of. I just almost jumped out the window. I'm like, what is going on? It's so crazy how. And then when he started apologizing, he like went deep. Like, this is me. So he separated himself from the company when he's in his apology. When Rachel Nichols apologized, it was just some bland apology, like, I'm sorry this happened, we're a team, whatever, and moved on. So it's just really ironic and funny how you see two people on the same network. One's a white woman, one's a black man who has power in the same company, but then you seen the different measures of the. I'm just like, what are we watching?
That's a great point. And to that point, I want to ask Alan this. To what Eugene is saying, do black people have to do more to save face than white people? Because we've seen, like he said, we seen Rachel Nichols' apology, then we seen Stephen A. He went over and beyond,
man,
to separate himself and to apologize way more than what Rachel Nichols did.
I think it takes more for black people to get to positions of power than it does white people. So we have more to lose. So when we feel like we put ourselves in a bad situation, we say we are apt to do more or go over above and beyond because Stephen A. has more to lose. You get what I'm saying? He has his own show. He's one of the top paid people at ESPN. So when he makes a statement like that, he has more to lose than Rachel Nichols does. Rachel Nichols really feels that way. I mean, anybody can say her words got twisted as well because, she was coming at the company of ESPN and saying, y'all ain't gonna come in here and throw a black woman in my place and try to take everything. But at the end of the day, Rachel Nichols can go right over to Fox News. If ESPN doesn't give Stephen A. a spot, you go, and I hate to say this because I love Jamel and I love Mike, but where are they? I know their own shows. I do know, but their notoriety and fame has dwindled because they're not on the face of ESPN. So I don't think it's so much as I don't think it's as much as people are trying to make it like Stephen A. is going above and beyond. Stephen A. knows he has more to lose. So Rachel Nichols just feels the way that she does. And you know what I mean? She just went about it the way that she did. So to me, I really wouldn't compare the two. I just know that it takes more for us to get to a certain spot. And when you've leveraged more or you put more into something, you're willing to protect it more than others.
Justin Camp, I see your comment. I ain't even about to address you this week. You was going in last week, bro. Justin be trying to troll me. I ain't messing with the trolls today, man. I ain't messing with the trolls. Mark says he wasn't trying to save face. He was setting the example. Okay, so he was setting the example. But Eugene once again told me that brother said some more stuff. So he said some more comments when USA lost to the Nigerian team. He said some more stuff. So I'm going to play those comments, and I want y'all to tell me what you think. Here we go.
Bona fide stars in the National Basketball Association. We can pick at least 15 to 20 of them. Half of them are on this damn roster. There's no excuse to lose to Nigeria. Some dude, Gabe Namdi, who goes by Gabe Vincent for the Miami Heat, Caleb Agata, Namor, however the hell you pronounce his name. You give up 60 points on threes? Excuse me. You can do better than that. And oh, by the way, let's also look at Greg Popovich. This is a 5-time chick.
I'm going to stop it right there. You seen what he did. I'm going to say this. That seems eerily similar to when he used to dog Kwame Brown, and then Kwame came and ethered him, and he did.
He said ether.
But
Ether didn't win that. Ether didn't win that battle though.
Oh, that's a whole nother
Ether didn't win that battle though.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. That's a whole nother. That's a whole
I
nother.
did that for Gene. Ether didn't win that battle though.
Yeah, you know how I feel. I'm in my chest already. I'm already in my chest.
He's trying to start a whole nother battle going on in this thing. But those comments that he made, Alice, what are your thoughts about how?
Go to B Lee, man. Go to B Lee. Go to B Lee.
Well, for Stephen A, that's Stephen A. That's how he's been talking the last decade plus.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't like everything he's saying. That's what he's always saying. He's saying ridiculous stuff. That's why he didn't want to go in a room with Rondo for so long, because he wanted to bash Rondo. And, you know, a lot of NBA players, they don't even talk to him. Like LeBron don't even talk to him anymore because he did that to LeBron. He bashed
$100. I told y'all he's going to bring it up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I missed it. Wait, did I miss it?
Go ahead.
Anyways, like I said, like this is what he does. He goes around and he bash everybody.
Hold on, B Lee. Eugene, did you catch it? Did I miss it?
He said the man's name. Look on. He said his name. That's what he's talking about. See.
Oh.
Alan, he gonna tell you this. He gonna say, you know what? He gonna say these hands work.
Alan, you was right. That's all I'm gonna say. You was right.
We talk about basketball. Of course, we're gonna talk about Goat James.
Listen, man. We're not doing that, man. Listen, Alan.
Let's just move on. Move on. We already. Let's move on.
I just want to give Alan his props. Hold on. I want to give Alan his props. Before the show, before you even came on, he was like, "Oh, B Lee gonna be in the show, man. You know he gonna come with this old LeBron Jordan stuff, man." I said, "No, we ain't going there."
I didn't say no LeBron Jordan stuff. I mentioned that LeBron don't even talk to Stephen A because of what he said about him in the past, and Rondo and other people.
Hey, but you did bring him up, and the fact that you brought him up, I just count that as a win for Alan Gaines in my book. That's a win for my brother. You know what I'm saying?
He can have it.
No, but I see what you're saying. But Eugene, what was your thoughts about how he disrespected them Nigerian players by saying their name like that?
First person that came to mind was Kwame Brown, because when he done it, and it's not. I mean, Kwame Brown was the black person that he exploited that way, but it was also Slava Medvedenko and Rasho Nesterovic.
Yeah.
Right. And so if we step, especially, I mean, you can get away with that now, but let's step back now and just say and thought about, what if that was a white man? I always like to flip stuff. What if that was a white man making fun of some African names?
Ooh.
You think you get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and so when I was watching Kwame Brown stuff, and when you kid, he was like 22, 23 when he was doing that stuff. So we thought it was funny, right? But then when I started hearing the man's story, I'm like, damn, we do got kids. Kids got to keep hearing that. You at college universities doing that, embarrassing that man.
Yeah.
He was pretty much a teenager. All the stuff that he had to go through. He went to Michael Jordan, who was crazy and maniacal. Then he had to go to Kobe Bryant, who was even more crazy and maniacal, right? So mentally, and we're in the mental space now. So when you see the stuff that you can tell he doesn't know how to filter that, because that's always gonna be in him. That's the entertainment part. And see, he looks really foolish too, because you are actually talking about your own people. You're embarrassing your own people.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, it's crazy, like, man, like, and he doesn't recognize that he has to actually have a Asian seminar. They actually had an Asian education day on ESPN. They had some whole bunch of Asian people. And I was sitting working. I'm just like, look at this. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy.
But the problem is, like I said earlier, like, he's always in entertainment mode.
Yep.
So that's his form of entertainment by saying people's names certain way. And this is the thing that messed me up. And I said this in the video, like, he was trying to say, "Oh, I always keep it basketball. It's never personal. It's personal when you saying somebody's name the way that is not pronounced. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. So you saying that it's not personal, it's just basketball. It's not, sir, when you disrespecting and saying the name the wrong way. But
yeah, man, if I can chime in, man, you know, Billy said it best. Like, this is how he's made his bread at ESPN for so long, right? Like, $1 million a year. Yeah, that's how he's got to this point. So, you know, I know before the show we was basically, you know, we was all jiving on each other before you got on. So, but anyway, I say that to say that you're right, LeBron and other high-profile players, because remember, the whole KD soft thing came from, remember, he said that Kevin Durant was going to sign with the Lakers. Then he said, I got this on good authority that he's signing with the Lakers. I'm telling you, he's signing with the Lakers. Right. Kevin Durant signed with the Warriors. Egg on your face, Stephen A. Now, this is the weakest move that ever made it.
Right.
So it's always this pontificating and overblowing of things that he does. Now, I mean, you know, it is what it is. The man making $12 million. I want to make $12 million one year, so I ain't hating on the man. Right. But I'll go to, and I think this is what B. Lee was alluding to. I'll go to what Greg Popovich's response was to the journalists. Let's stop disrespecting these players on these other teams. Just because the USA jumps up and puts on the jersey doesn't mean they're gonna just beat everybody. It doesn't work like that. Like, you know, Greg Popovich said, like, these teams are together, they're great, they're putting their stuff together, and the competition is much more stronger than it was in years past. So for us to just feel as if, you know, they gonna show up and just beat everybody because they Team USA, that's asinine, because it ain't gonna happen like that. And you know, the 2014 showed that. You know what I mean? Because
actually, the like 2000 team show that they struggled a lot. And what we have seen in college basketball, these major teams are knocking off these big time schools.
Yes, sir.
So we need to understand that it's not all about talent. Just like Alan said, these teams are together for years, and they throw together some NBA players like his AAU versus a seasoned team. Yeah, it's not easy just to go out there and win.
Right, and we know that because we've hooped. You can go show up at the park. You can show up at the park with players that you done played in your hood with. Yeah, you ain't gonna always get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen like that.
I want to address a couple of comments we got, man. I want to say this, man. So Justin Campbell says, are you going to address the fact that Stephen A says things in a way that is entertaining, which has built ESPN? I'm gonna say this. That is a true statement, but things change, times change. So you have to adjust. We can't say stuff that we used to say 10, 15 years ago. So yeah, he might have built ESPN. That's the same thing with the steroids. Yeah. They brought baseball back with the home run, but then after the steroids and all of that stuff, then they shunned them all, and now it's not doing no more. They made money off of them, and then they shunned them. It ain't right, but stuff got to change. And then Marky Mark says, "No BS. We way too sensitive in this new technology age. I can't stand it. Nobody can say anything anymore." Shake my head. Let's talk about that, man. Is it that we are too sensitive, or we're being more sensitive to the situation? Which one is it? Any one of y'all can tackle that.
I think it's more sensitivity. I think because I always go from historical context to the country, right? And so I'm just talking in a general lens, just not even sports. When you look at the historical context in this country, right, and you see I give you an example. So you can't even say people are gay anymore. Like, you remember when we was growing up, people like, "Oh, that's gay," or you know what I'm saying? So you can't even use that as a description of someone anymore, because you will get canceled, right? Yeah. And so we are more sensitive to those people, to any demographic now, right? And it's just not just the make sure I'm saying right, LGBT community.
Hey,
because
do the Dave Chappelle call him the alphabet thing.
Alphabet. I'm just saying, because I don't want
to get in trouble.
I don't want them coming to your show. I'm like, go get him right there with the goof. Go get him. So, but I'm just saying, like, we are more sensitive now, and that's with anything. That's with just any topic, right? You got the homosexuality, you got, you know, religion, you got the, you know, with gender identification. So we're more sensitive with everything now. And I think in retrospect, I think it's a good thing because now you bring more people to the table. You understand? So I think that's, you know, that's my take on it.
B. Lee, sensitive, way too sensitive, or being more sensitive to the situation?
Well, I think in general we're more sensitive than we were before. Like that's just reality. That's just what it is nowadays. And you know, you have to adjust. There's certain things we can say and we can't say no more. It's just how it is today. Like Stephen A. and like Skip Bayless has made their names off for disrespecting, you know, a lot of people. And you know, they really can't do that anymore. They're gonna have to learn how to adjust. And you know, right now it's cool because both of them is making more money than anybody in sports. So you know, but there's going to come a time where, you know, they say the wrong thing and they're going to get canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So like Stephen A. is trying to save face now because he knows how people are. Like Barkley, for instance, he was just complaining that he can't even talk anymore on his show because everyone takes offense to everything. Yeah. It's just, you know, we have to learn how to adjust.
Yeah, I'm with it. And I had an interesting path to this place because I was a school teacher for 13 years, right? And being a school teacher, you don't know what's going to walk in your classroom, right? So if you don't know what's going to walk into your classroom, then it raises your awareness because my role as teacher was to protect each and every student, right? And as you stated earlier, you know what I mean, Gene, you was talking about like saying things are gay. I had gay students, right? And I had to protect them from, you know, homophobia. But protecting was making other people aware of how your comments are landing. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think we're too sensitive. I think that we're raising awareness, right? Now, I think that's when we start talking about race and sexuality and things like that. But you all brought up Charles Barkley. So when we start talking about Charles Barkley and Shaq, and all those people making comments about NBA players, a lot of those players are too sensitive. You know what I mean? A lot of responses to what someone is saying. Like I was made a man by older men and older guys that wasn't even fully men who said things to me that forced me to toughen up. You know what I mean? That forced me to confront situations. You know what I mean? So it's tough love, but if they're coming from a place where they're attempting to make me better, then I got to receive that for what it is and not say that this person is a hater. This person is just trying to help me out. So I think it's a blurred line of what we're being sensitive about and what's raising awareness, right? Because if we look at all of the comments, right, and we're talking about Stephen A's comments and in both situations, and we're talking about Rachel Nichols' comments, right? They all missed the point because these people didn't have the frame of mind to reference and clearly put, here's what I'm talking about. Stephen A was talking about the sport of baseball and Major League Baseball. It's not good for an Asian who cannot articulate. He didn't say that. He went in another direction. Rachel Nichols didn't say my comments and my problem is with ESPN attempting to take me out of the picture and put someone else in. No, when you just speaking off the cusp and you saying these things, you know, now it looks racist. And in my opinion, I think Rachel Nichols' thing was racist because she was like, oh, she got too much. You know, she does football. She does all this. So you just got to have the frame of mind of how to preface your comments. And then you have a full soundbite, right? And I know I'm talking a lot, but let's go back to.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
A topic you had a while ago. Remember when they tried to catch Cam Newton when he was talking to that kid? And the first clip was that he was coming at the kid and everybody was like, oh, what Cam do? Okay, I had my cameras rolling too, Playboy. And then he had the whole conversation. And every day, the next day, everything was shut down because what Cam was saying is, hey, bro, I'm trying to help you out. You know what I mean? What did you do? I'm trying to act, you know, what are you good at? So we can take snippets of things, but when it's fully put in proper context, you know, like Cam did. Cam put it in the full context. I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm not getting back and forth with you. So I just say that if we put things in their proper context, then we can look at them from a more holistic standpoint.
I think that's a great point. The fact that they don't instead of apologizing, why they don't explain what they really mean. what they really mean. That's crazy to me. But another thing you talked about is we also got to recognize who's saying what. When we listen to Charles Barkley, man, we know 99% of the time he's joking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't take him serious. We know Charles Barkley is joking. So when people take being sensitive about what he's saying,
Alan, I mean, Alfred, one thing about Barkley is that, you know, when he says it on TNT, it blows up over the media.
Yeah,
that's the problem. That's why they're sensitive about it. It's not just because he said it. If Charles Barkley called up someone and said it, it'll be completely different. But once he has that platform, and you know how social media is, it's everywhere. Like he couldn't even be serious. Like he could just be saying what he's saying, and it's just gonna blow all up. So that's why a lot of players take what he says too personal, I think.
I want to read a few of the comments. Justin Campbell says Kwame never talked about how he said his name. Yes, he did. Go check the tapes. You missed that one, brother. Go check it out. He definitely talked about how he was saying his name. And he also says Al makes fun of people too on his show. So are you holding Stephen A. to a standard? Who have I made fun of?
Y'all just making fun of me. Y'all just making fun of me.
What? That was
I want an
Alan.
apology.
That was Alan.
I want all three of y'all.
Alan did that. Alan made fun of you, brother. That wasn't me.
My feelings are hurt.
Alan, you better apologize like Stephen A. did to Believe.
Hey, no, I said about what I said. Hey, I said about what I said, and I respect that. No, because I respect that B. Lee really puts up facts for what he's saying. A lot of people just be talking with opinions, right? You know what I'm saying? They don't have any facts. B. Lee actually has facts to back it up. I know there's a conversation that he loves to talk about and loves to troll people about, but I respect it because he bringing up the facts. Like he pointed out, like we can't just hold these people up to a certain standard because we want to idolize Michael Jordan. When you look at the numbers and B. Lee always putting them up, respectfully, it is a lot of greatness on the LeBron side. Like I feel what you're saying. So nah, bro. I mean, you didn't hear the conversation, but it was just like, hey, I bet you bring it up. So I
was just trying to put it on you because he was saying I make fun of people on the show. I was just trying to make sure that you took the blunt of that and it wasn't me. Justin Campbell says too sensitive people have a right to say their opinion as long as they are not blatantly racist or sexist.
I agree.
How people take it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so what Stephen A. was saying, if a whole community is offended by it, you saying Asian community too sensitive? What you saying, Justin? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Because that's what he's saying, that he offended the Asian community. So what I don't know what you're saying, brother. Marky Marks, I think it's better to let people say their opinion instead of trying to be politically correct. That's why I only listen to comedians. They're the only ones that can really say what's on their mind. And I disagree with that because a whole bunch of comedians have changed their tone. Dave Chappelle, to me, is the only one that said, I don't care, I'm going to do whatever. He's the only one that's doing that right now, in my opinion. Everybody else has really, walked the stand. Let me see. He also said Shaq and Barkley can even critique nobody without being called a hater. Found they both Hall of Famers. I don't care anybody should get away with critiquing players. This should be I agree with that. I agree that he says LBJ need to be B. Lee on his payroll. Now, see, that's not me. That's not me talking about B. Lee. That's Alan.
That's social media. That's social media. That's right.
Viewers.
Both of those two are haters anyway, so I'm good. I'm good.
Listen,
you ain't never been a hater, bro.
So
never
look,
been accused of that.
Let's move on, man, to the NBA Finals, man, because we got Game 4 tomorrow. Suns lead 2-1. A lot of people made predictions. The Suns lost Game 3, and I think Devin Booker didn't even play none of the fourth quarter. He didn't really have it, and he didn't play none of the fourth quarter. Alan, wow, should he have played some of the fourth quarter? And what do you think was going on when he was benched the whole fourth quarter?
Well, I think I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I mean, to me, he's getting way too much hype. Way too much hype.
Booker?
Devin Booker. Yeah, Devin Booker. Yeah, Devin Booker is not a dynamic player in the sense that athletically he changes the game. Devin Booker is actually just throwback to an era that we grew up and thrived in. He goes to his spot and shoots a pull-up jumper, much like Kawhi. You know what I mean? But it's not any, I'm going to the rack and I'm dunking on you. Like, the athleticism is not elite. But we live in a world in which everybody tried to copy the Warriors, but wasn't watching the Warriors. The Warriors blew the game open with threes, but they killed you with twos, the backdoor cuts, the ball movement, all of this stuff. So now that we got a renaissance player from not even that long ago who goes to spots and makes shots, but if you're not dynamic and you can't get to the free throw line, you're going to struggle like you did. You know, he got the free throw line in games 1 and 2, and that's why his numbers was up like that. They in games 2 and 3, he started both games 2 for 10. So he's not an overly dynamic player. To me, he's not as athletic as Jamal Murray.
I want a clear cut. I want to make sure I got this clearly. Are you saying Devin Booker is overrated? Is that what Mr. Gaines is saying? Is he overrated? Is that what you're saying?
It depends on how people are rating him, but I mean,
they're trying to say he's a superstar.
Yeah. Stephen A, as we was talking about the next Kobe Bryant. Is he crazy? Because you're never gonna say that Devin Booker was the next Michael Jordan in that same vein. Like, come on, dog, he's not that. What I saw from Jamal Murray and what's his name, Spider, Donovan Mitchell, they're clearly better than Devin Booker. If you substitute them two out, a healthy Jamal Murray with CP3 or Donovan Mitchell with CP3, series would be over. Because can't nobody, Drew Holiday and them can't guard them. So no, I mean, I get it. I don't want to sound like I'm a hater because B. Lee just said I'm a hater. But I don't want to sound like a hater. But no, Devin Booker, when you're a little guard like that, you're not super dynamic in terms of athleticism, like Iverson. You know what I mean? Iverson was dynamic because he could go from 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds, and he would just blow past you. Like, to me, watching Giannis plays like Iverson, but he's just 7 foot. Giannis just tries to get to the rim at all costs.
Hey, Mark changed his pick, said Bucks and 7. I'm changing my pick just because Yazin is a beast. Is he overreacted to one game? Eugene, you in Milwaukee. What's the pulse of the fans right now? They won their first game. How they feeling?
Man, they're going bananas, man. And like I was saying last week, you got to understand what's going on. Sarge hurt. He's out. So when they get 8 out the game, he gonna eat. He is going to eat. And they need, like, I was seeing something this morning. They were saying that Devin Booker possibly was hurt, and I'm like, I'm a reference your Kobe comment. So if Kobe Bryant was playing and he was possibly hurt, do you think he would have sat out the fourth quarter? No. And so I'm gonna agree. I think he's a bit overrated. I'm not saying he's not a star, but I think he's overrated. But the Bucks got an excellent chance because the more they extend this series, the less likely Phoenix is going to win because they have more depth and they're bigger. And you saw that in full force game 3. I'm a little dude. I'm 5'8", and it's hard as hell to shoot over people 6'8", 6'9" constantly. They got 3 of them jokers, and like I was saying last week, when you start making these adjustments and start making CP shoot over a contested hand, you know he going right. You got to force left. You got to force campaign right. And you just live with shooting. Other than that, and DeAndre Ayton, they canceled him out because they got him out the game. Once you get him out the game, it's all bets are off. And so I think they are starting to understand and drink the Kool-Aid. The fans here, we actually going to the mall. They got a mall here where they show the big screen. And so me and my daughter are gonna sit out there and watch the game. But they are on fire. They are on fire. And I initially picked the Suns at 7, but since Sarge being hurt and seeing the effect Giannis had in game 3, I'm leaning Bucks in 7.
Wow, we got another switcheroo. We had Mark switch. We got Eugene switching, but I give Eugene a pass because he's in Milwaukee, so he got they probably the force is just making him change.
He actually shouldn't have to switch. He should have picked that. He shouldn't have to switch.
Right.
So his switch don't count. He don't count. He's a traitor. He don't count.
Right. So before I get to you, B. Lee, because I know you in Arizona and you can tell me how they feeling out there. Marky Mark said CP3 is a better scorer than AI. Yeah, I said it. Bruh, look, I respect Marky Marks. I don't know what he's Hey, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah.
I ain't want to say that either.
All right, Alan, you got it. All right, B-Lee, go ahead. What's going on in Arizona, man? How they feeling out there?
You know, these fans are crazy. They're fighting everybody, but you know, I've been on them for about 5 years about how sorry they are. It wasn't no fans showing up to the game. I'm there, ain't no fans there, but all of a sudden they've been diehard Sun fans, so you know they are a bunch of posers. You know, at least I'm always the same. Everybody know what team I'm rooting for. But anyways, who I'm picking is I wanted Chris Paul to win a title, but I always thought the Bucks was going to beat the Suns because they don't have anybody to guard Giannis, and he's going to get 40 every game because they just don't have anybody to stop him, and Aiden's just going to get fouled out. And back on the Booker thing, Alan was saying he's overrated. I don't think he's a superstar. He's a really good scorer. He's not a Kobe Bryant. Like, he doesn't play defense nowhere near like Kobe. Like, that's what separates those two. And Kobe could score better than almost anybody who ever played the game. And I think of Booker as like a Mitch Richmond, a more athletic Mitch Richmond. Like, when I see him play, that's Mitch Richmond, but just a little bit more athletic. It's the same height, mid-range shooters. They could knock down the three.
Hold on. Has he made it to Mitch Richmond status though? Because let's not sleep, man. Mitch was
I ain't saying he's better than Mitch Richmond. I'm saying like that's his style. He's like a Mitch Richmond type of player.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just like Alan said, he's like a 90s type player.
Yeah.
And he could shoot if he's hot. He's a 3-point champ. So he could shoot it. Yeah, so when he gets hot, he gets hot. I saw it in the first round, in the second round, in the third round. When he gets hot, he's like Clay. He don't miss.
Yeah.
So, but if Chris Paul does not, step it up and play like he played the other series, like he played in game one, I don't think they're gonna win. Like, it's gonna go how Chris Paul is going. Like, Devin Booker could go off of 50. But if Chris Paul is not scoring and controlling the tempo of the game, if his wrist is bothering him because he's still hurt, I don't know if they could win. I don't even know if they could win another game because the Bucks, they just have to do common sense stuff. Stop shooting threes. Go to the hole. Who's going to stop you?
Is everybody on the Bucks bandwagon now? Alan, what's going on, bro? What's?
No, I'm not on the Bucks bandwagon, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it a buck. Like, this championship is void to me. The Lakers was up by like 30 points on the Suns. AD got hurt, so
and then we
the Lakers was smashing the Suns. Now the Suns are poised to win a championship.
No, I need to mute you, man.
Injuries got all these teams out.
I mute both of y'all.
Hold up. Let me say something.
Nope, I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all both are muted.
He's muted.
I'm not doing this with y'all, man. I'm not doing this with y'all, man. I expected this out of B-Lee. Alan, he shocked me. with that. Oh, my goodness. Look. So, hey, Eugene, man, what we gonna do is, I got a couple of things. I got a couple of things I want to talk about, man. I don't know how big y'all is into the MLB All-Star game, but that's going on right now. And we had a home run derby last night, and Pete Alonso repeated as the home run derby champ. But I want to talk about the chain that he got on. I want y'all to check this video out, and I need to see what can the NBA do to make it as cool as what I just saw, because this was off the chain, and I think baseball needed this because they like last out of the sports. But if they can get more entertainment like this, I think they might be on to something. So this is him at the end of the home run derby.
As Alonso comes out of the timeout and walks it
As he's launching them.
Alonso defends his title, the 2021 Derby champion.
He does the belt sign.
Again.
And then Griffey is gonna give him the trophy. But check this chain out. And he spins
Look at the drip. Look at the drip.
This brother got
mad at you.
Got a spinning.
Spin it to win it, Derby champion.
Come on, man.
Drip. I ain't
Come on,
mad at
man.
you. Right. That's nice.
Come on, man. Hey, I know baseball is like the last, but that was pretty cool in my opinion, man. If NBA was to do something, Marky Mark said that's way better than the dunk contest.
Right.
I don't know about that one either, but what can the NBA do if they was to do some type of chain? What can they do, man? Can they do something like that with a spinning chain or something like that? Did y'all think that was cool?
I did. I think, and then with Adam Silver being the commissioner, I mean, come on. And, LeBron is the guy. Chris Paul is the president of the players. So, I mean, it would be all day. I like that because it gives it some vibe. It gives it some swag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gives energy because you know what happens. The slam dunk champion wins. He's doing this. And then he's taking pictures and that's it. Right. There's no like energy behind it. So I like that. I actually like that.
B. Lee, man, what you think about the chain, man?
Oh, it was pretty cool. I like it. I don't know. I don't know what the NBA could do about something close to that because not a lot of the stars are in the dunk contest, so no one's gonna care anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right.
True.
Good point.
That's true.
Good point.
No one really cares.
What you think, Alan?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and be too sensitive, man. That's a black chain, and they all want to act like they're black, and baseball is a white sport. But now they just, trying to copy blacks and say drip and all this, and they stole it from the U, man, the turnover chain. You did it first, the turnover chain. And I thought it was cool though, man. I mean, whatever's gonna bring the attention to the sport, you got to be good at marketing, and like B. Lee said, man. If the slam dunk champion ain't the guys we want to see, who cares? You know what I mean? The best dunkers are the guys who are bringing the most appeal to the game on the sidelines. Used to be on the sidelines with cameras. Now they don't even show up to slam dunk Saturday night.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
come on, Zion. Come on, Ja Morant.
To the game.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right,
Marky Mark said it's way better than dunk contest. Y'all think the home run derby better than dunk contest?
I do.
No, nobody even watched it.
I didn't watch. Be honest,
I
didn't
love
watch
the home run derby.
Oh,
I
okay.
was playing Sudoku. I didn't even watch it, man.
It's on a Monday night, bro. They blow it every time.
Yeah, I still picked the dunk contest over the home run derby. They doing one motion the whole time. Dunk contest, you getting a variety of moves, some stuff you never seen before, props and all that type of stuff. Home run derby, they just swing and hitting the home runs. The distance,
but it's always like the best hitters though, so people want to see the best hitters.
Yeah,
and the best dunkers are never in the dunk contest, so that's the difference between them.
Hold on, LeBron ain't dunk.
Oh my goodness, y'all see, that wasn't me again, man. That was not me. That was not me, man.
I would say something, but apparently I can't. Apparently I can't say nothing. So
hey man, I already won, bro.
All right, look, hey, we're gonna head out on this. It was something that disturbed me earlier in this week, and my wife said I should start off the show with this. So this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna see
at the end of the show, bro. You better start listening to your wife. You didn't start the show with it.
No, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it.
All right.
But here we go. I'm just gonna play this, and I'm not gonna say nothing else. This disturbed me, and I wonder if it disturbed y'all like it disturbed me, because I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Where we at? Here we go.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, this crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, this is wild, man.
That boy need money too. He running low.
Gotta go vaccinate Chad, get it straight Chad. Girl, you look good, want you fax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you fax that thing up. Even real life, you need to fax that thing up.
Come on,
all night, you need to fax that thing up.
Come on, man.
Girl, you look good, want you fax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you fax that thing up. Even real life, you need to fax that thing up. Feeling free all night, you need to fax that thing up.
That's when I was my backslide days.
No holding hands, chick. But when we get shot, we gon' be romancing. Girl, you can be the queen. That's the quarantine. We can meet up at the spot and we can do the thing. Internet, Nate Chan. I'm from Nate Chan. Download the app, shawty. You ain't gotta wait, chat. I love it when you hold me. Ain't playing emoji. You can be the young hot thing. I'll be the OG.
Girl, you look good, want you fax that.
That's not even the worst part though. That was pretty bad. That was pretty
It's
bad.
bad.
But you see that girl, that lady over there? Where did they find her? Where did they find Mia, Mama Drama, Mia X? What are we doing?
If you wanna get sticky and hot, go get the shot. If you wanna smash some,
Wow, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, I was like, that's Mama Mia.
Wow, I thought that was her too.
Says go get the shot. You wanna smash with Scott, smash with Scott.
It's Bruno Mars.
Says go get the shot.
I can't take it.
I'm sure he got some royalties off of that, Drew, because he's not a stupid dude.
Wait.
So I'm pretty. That's crazy.
So, few things. Marky Mark said, these your boys out. I was an honorary member of the Hot Boys back in the day. I had the bandana matching all of that.
Yes, sir.
Those
Yes,
are
sir.
my boys.
It's
Those
still
are
on
my
playlist.
boys.
It's still on my playlist. I'm sorry.
That was ridiculous. Where did they find Mia X? You see, I think this will happen. They was like, hey, Lil Wayne, man, we gonna do this vax thing. And he said, nah, I ain't going. And then they went to go find Mia X. Somebody did it. Eugene, I see you shaking your head. After watching that full video, what are your thoughts? I don't care about the vaccine, whether you get vaccinated or not. That ain't Mari. I don't care. The fact that they did that just disturbed me.
I have no comment, man. I mean, I'm be honest with you. 99 was the year. Number one stunner. I was rocking all that stuff. White tees and white reeds. That's my life. That was my stuff. So I have no comment, man. When I saw that, I put my head down because I'm a 40-year-old man and I still got hyped when I saw that. So I'm sorry.
I know. I seen you moving. I seen you moving. Oh yeah.
Until you heard the lyrics.
You
are a handsome young fella. Oh,
yeah. I was like, ooh, that's not cute. That's not cute at all.
Alan,
I just want to know why they treat it like an STD. Like this was an STD promo, for an airborne virus.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm too analytical, but they did the whole like. This looked like a condom video.
It definitely did.
Or a safe sex video.
Yep.
For an airborne virus.
Video, definitely.
For an airborne virus, right? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's what just like my wires got miscrossed that, right? Like I saw the thing. I saw like the first little couple of seconds of it, like, oh, they did that. Them brothers must need some money. But you played the whole video, like the eggplant emoji, the women. It's like, come on, bro. Like, y'all know better. Like, y'all know better.
They did
Man,
way
I'm
too
sorry.
much.
The Etna came out. I'm sorry. When I heard the doom. So I'm sorry. I'm back in that mode. I'm sorry. Go ahead, B.
Go ahead, B. Lee.
But I don't have nothing to say about that. I don't. He got paid. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm pretty sure he got paid pretty good. Hopefully.
They could have at least said taking over for the 99 to 2000. Like at least
Man,
make it
I know.
like
I was waiting on that part too. But you know, I'm still in the mode when I hear it. So when I hear the doom, I don't even want to hear no. I don't care about us.
Marky Mark said this looked bad. They definitely needed some money, sold out bad. That's
Sold out.
Man, it looked
I
like,
don't think he can.
yeah, man. And I know Mia X. And we ain't seen her in a long time. So yeah, she
We ain't seen her since the Dad 2000.
Man,
but she wasn't even.
lie.
But wait though, me and X wasn't even with them, right? She was with Master.
No,
P.
No,
right.
yeah, she was
Right, yeah. Yeah,
That don't matter.
I was like, wait a minute, that's for real. That's her. Like, what's she doing?
No, she don't even supposed to be messing with them. Baby and Master P don't get down.
No, they sure don't. Beatrice, he don't like that man right there. Wayne, C Murder, none of them. They don't like none of them. That's crazy.
Hey man. Well, she said I should have led the show. I ended with that. There y'all go. I appreciate y'all. Y'all holding it down with us, man. Hey, we gonna see y'all next week, and we out this thing.
We lock and load, Alan Pants. It's the Alan Pants Show. Yeah. But we lock and load.